to do a short video about turntable maintenance. After some problems I had a couple of months ago with my Bergmann audio Magne turntable regarding speed and speed consistency, I thought I'd do some troubleshooting to see if I could fix it, and happily it did get fixed. I'll tell you what I did. As you can see on the bottom right of the turntable, there are two large silver buttons. The left is 33 and the right is 45. And above them, the two small ones are for fine tuning, speed up and down. No matter what I did, they weren't working very well. And as time went on, the pitch was not consistent. I had a few audiophile friends over and we were listening to Julie London. And one of the guys said, "Julie doesn't sound too well." She was kind of rushing her words a little bit. Anyway, one of the friends had the iPhone RPM Pro app, which is not bad. And you put that on the middle of the platter and get an approximate speed. Well, the speed was running quite quickly. Even worse, over the next couple of weeks, the pitch started to go up and down. So all of a sudden it sounded okay. And then the orchestra would drop in pitch. And then the singer would raise in pitch. And worse, it got very wobbly. Serious things had to be taken. I was not happy. After quite a bit of research, I got a long list of things to troubleshoot. So what I did is I lifted up the platter, which is very heavy, and I cleaned the belt and the pulley with isopropyl alcohol. Then I put talcum powder on the belt, but make sure you use talc with no cornstarch. And then with the arm, we took our time and balanced the arm again. The arm was pretty well in place. It maybe needed just a hair adjusting. The cartridge, which is my Phasmation P3 2000, retails about $6,000. We cleaned it and reinstalled it. Then if you look back at a previous video, we used the Speednik strobe and then the RPM Pro app. Speednik strobe is very, very accurate. And it was just even with the Speednik strobe, it was very difficult for the fine tuning to work. It was all over the place. So then this is of course an air bearing turntable and an arm. So we checked the platter airflow and adjusted that. Now that did seem a little low, so we turned that up a little bit. We checked the bearing oil. I just use Singer sewing machine oil. We checked the airflow hose for kinks and impedances. I checked the phono stage for the loading impedance. We checked that. We unplugged the turntable. We plugged it back in. We cleaned the periphery of the subplatter and reseated all electrical connections. And finally, this was the last ditch effort. We put a drop of oil, and I mean just one drop of oil, in the pulley shaft, just where the pulley goes into the plinth. And that worked. Interestingly, that was the only thing that worked. Everything else was a kind of an approximation. So I listened for about a week. I checked the speed. Unfortunately, with my OCD, I was checking it every hour with the Speednik. Also checked the 45 speed. And for a whole week, it was rock solid and has been ever since. So I think the main problem was the pulley was a little bit dragging somewhere down deep in the bowels of the turntable, and one little drop of oil helped. So it's really important to check your turntable. So I'm going to check it once every 2 months. We check the level of the arm, check the cartridge, and just make sure things are clean and tidy. And if you don't have an RPM Pro, you've got great ears, you can hear if the pitch is consistent or not. But the speed neck, it's not cheap. It's $300 from Analogue Audio, but it's a very, very good strobe and it's very accurate. It keeps it honest. So no more singers out of tune, no more orchestras dropping in pitch, no more wobbly sounds. It's rock solid. And I should say the music is Les Patineurs with the Royal Opera House Orchestra, and that was my flute professor, Harold Clark, playing that fantastic flute solo.